guys, me, host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's the White Knight Joker. So this is from Batman the White Knight, and this is a new McFarlane's toy action figure, and it's the new version of Joker from the White Knight series, or Jack Napier as he goes by in that comic book, which is of course a nod to Tim Burton's Batman. I'm very excited for this one. I've been wanting this one for so long. I love the fact that he's in the GTO police sort of flak jacket, and he's got his big long gun and everything, and I'm loving that face sculpt. Oh my god, I can't wait to break him out. Such a cool figure, guys, and each figure comes with a collectible card. This one has this card inside the box. The cards are a very nice addition. They're full of artwork from the books, and I even like the inlays on these books. The inlays on these have got some really nice comic art as well, so very well done and put together. So who's messaging me? Stop it! Filming! So this has been a Joker that I've been wanting for some time now, from McFarlane, so I'm glad it came out, and it's awesome that McFarlane's have jumped straight in at the modern era. They haven't bothered going back and doing all like the old school Batmans or the old school figures. They've just jumped straight in at modern stuff, which I love. Can't wait for some more reveals. Obviously today is DC Fandom, so we're going to hopefully get some announcements today from McFarlane, maybe on some new stuff. That'd be sick. If not, we're going to get some awesome stuff on from James Gunn's going to be talking about Suicide Squad. We're going to see the new Suicide Squad video game that's been announced by the people that made Arkham Asylum, I believe. There's so much going on today. I can't wait for all that to start, so I thought I'd jump in and give you guys a DC video. This was the background I was on about, by the way. I love this. All the different comic book art. And very interestingly, the other day obviously we learned about the closure of DC Collectibles. If you haven't seen my video on that, please go back and check it out. But DC Collectibles had its doors officially closed, I believe. But yet the guy who ran it is still a part of DC. He's not gone, and they have an announcement today to make, apparently. So I'm not sure whether they're just making a new company. I don't know, but it's weird. It's a weird thing to announce. I think a lot of people did lose their jobs that day. And it's not just in the toy industry either. I know there's a lot of artists and things that have had layoffs recently, because the comic book industry is on its back right now, sadly. Why do they do this? The McFarlane's boxes don't let you get the heads out easily. I always find I have to cut the heads out, which is so annoying. Even after cutting the packaging, I am still struggling to get that head out. I'm going to have to cut it right back. It's ridiculous. Look at the state of that now. It's not the first time I've had to do that either. The McFarlane's figures are notorious for being stuck in the boxes. Right, here we go. So we have the figure itself, is the Joker figure. It's very nice. Loving that classic Joker looking face. He's given us the traditional sort of laughter face, which is cool. Love that a lot. Eyes on that one are a little bit off kilter. He's got one brown eye, one green eye as well, which is pretty interesting. I'm liking the hair though, with the black in the green gives it some depth. And it also looks like it's hair that's been dyed. Sometimes you get these figures and it just looks solid green and it looks weird, whereas that looks like it's actually someone's actually dyed his hair green, you know what I mean, and missed bits, and it's not 100% perfect, which I love. Same with the makeup. I'm loving the fact that even the red on the face is sort of off the sides and it's dripping down and stuff. If you look, they've actually tried to make it, or it appears that they've tried to make it look like it's dripping down and things. Either that or it's just a bad paint job. But I think they've genuinely tried to make it look like it's smeared and stuff, which is cool. Because I always liked Heath Ledger's Joker for that. Obviously, the Joker in the latest movie as well. I like the fact that it looks like it's been the face, you know, a face paint that's been put on. That he's done that to himself. You know what I mean? Especially with the Heath Ledger one, as it starts to rub off toward the end, it just looks so more. It looks much more menacing when it's faded. So the actual figure itself has a lot of good articulation, so you can make him look up as well as down. The arms do lift with that top hinge, do also rotate. There's also rotation at the bicep there. There's also double hinged elbows, which makes him be able to put the gun all the way, like his hand all the way in, flat almost on itself, which is nice. And the hands are on ball joints, which you can see. Very stiff figure, which is good. There is an abdomen crunch in there, but it's hindered by this outfit that he's got on. But you can waist swivel him around, which has got a clicking sound. And the legs do lift out all the way, again, to a nice clicking sound, as well as forwards, backwards. They do also have a double hinge knee there that goes completely flat upon itself. And the feet as well are on ball joints. He also has holes at the bottom of his feet because he does come with his very own base. Traditional McFarlane's base, it's just got the embossed logo there, very discreetly on it. I sometimes use these bases when I want to do static action figure photography, when I can hide the base, just to make it that little bit easier to make them stand, especially if you want to get a bit more of a dynamic pose. Sometimes if you want to lift one of the legs into the air and make it look like he's running, sometimes that's a lot easier to do when you're using one of these like that. When you're using one of these boards, it just makes it a lot easier to kind of get some form of motion. But I try and do it without the boards half the time. You know, obviously I like to try and use the articulation of the figure to balance. The gun itself is very cool. It's very nice as well painted. Much more realistic than some of the guns we've had previously in the DC range. So it's got the black handle and a nice silvery steel gun wash over the actual gun itself. This gun again reminds me of the one that was featured in Jack Nicholson's Joker, you know, the Tim Burton one. He had the really big long gun as well. And obviously, because they call him Jack Napier and they're kind of going for that feel, I feel like with that secondary head sculpt, they definitely tried to capture a little bit of that. It's not Jack Nicholson by any means, but you can tell where they've taken the inspiration from. It's got, like, when you look at the figure itself, look at that, yeah, you could just, that expression and everything, you can tell that they've tried to go for that kind of thing. It's very cool. So I do like that a lot. Okay, and we can go ahead and change that head back to the Joker. Well, it's still the Joker, but you know what I mean. And I'm going to put that gun in his hand as well for the... Let's see how that goes. Come on, little finger. There we go. No, that finger's still not having it. Go on, get inside the little... There we go. Yeah, guys, his finger's around the trigger now. So that's a very cool gun. So I'm going to use the base for the desk cam. Sorry, I'm going to use the desk cam. Sorry, the base for the desk cam to make it look a little bit nicer. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to head on down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at this Joker. And we'll also take a look at the card as well. So let's head on down to the desk cam. Alright guys, so here he is on the desk cam itself. I'm loving this figure, like I said. You cannot beat that face sculpt. It's just so good. And of course we've got that secondary face sculpt down here as well, which is just so sinister. They've definitely done a great... Oh, I've rolled it over. They've definitely done a great job with that head sculpt, in my opinion. It just looks so good. So if we zoom back out here as well and just take a nice wide shot of Joker here, he just does look so good. They've done a great job at painting this Joker. They've done a great job at bringing this one. If this is the future of McFarlane's with DC, I'm happy about it. They've made this a brilliant action figure based on a very brilliant comic book that I really enjoyed. It's probably one of the DC comics that I enjoyed most over recent years. And of course, every pack comes with these little cards, which does have information on the back. And this one actually reads, if we can get the camera to focus on it for you. Batman the White Knight number 8, comic book of 17. Jack Napier, he's 6'3", he's 173 pounds. Once the Clown Prince of Crime and Batman's greatest supervillain, the Joker has been cured of his madness. Now going by the real name of Jack Napier, he's been released from Arkham Asylum and has set his sights on politics, with hopes to save Gotham City from the one person he sees as its true enemy, Batman. So, a very cool figure, a very cool comic book, but what are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see me review the Batman from this series, let me know, and I'll see if I can hook one up and see if I can grab one. So I thought I'd just do the Joker, but I might need to do the Batman, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Which is your favourite McFarlane's figure so far? Also, let me know in the comments. Guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Super Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. May the Force be with you.